Hello students, now I'll start online social studies class. So we are in chapter 16 climate and us. In our previous class we learnt that weather is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place. Weather affects the day-to-day activities of people, and climate is the average weather condition of a place for a long period of time, for example 30 years. Climate of a place affects the food habits, clothing, transportation and houses of the people. And there are some factors which influence a place. Those are, can you remember? Yes, distance from the equator, height above the sea level or altitude, distance from the sea, humidity and direction of winds. Now today we will learn about different climatic zones. So, on the basis of intensity of sunlight received by a particular place and rainfall, the earth is divided into 3 climatic or heat zones. So, these zones are number 1, the Torrid Zone or the tropical region. Number 2, the Temperate Zone or the Temperate Region. Number 3, the Frigid Zone or the Polar Region. Okay, so now you can see here the picture of heat zones. Yes, and firstly I am telling you about the Torrid Zone. Actually, this zone lies on both sides of the equator, 0 degrees, equator 0 degree, and extends till the 2 tropical lines. The Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree north, and the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south. The climate in the Torrid Zone is hot and humid because sun rays fall directly on these areas. You can see here the particular zone and please note it carefully, okay? And in this zone, the area is covered with thick and dense forests which are known as rainforests. And due to warm climate, different types of animals, birds, fish and insects are found here. The Amazon rainforest is the largest in the world, And the next is the Temperate Zone. It lies between the Torrid and the Frigid Zone in both hemispheres. That is between the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree N, and the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree north in the northern hemisphere, and between the Tropic of Capricorn, 23.5 degree south. Can you see here in this picture? Yes. And the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south in southern hemisphere. Okay. So this two zone, this is what the zones. The zone is one, but it is divided into 2 parts. So two in northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And as the sun's ray are slanting over these regions, so these places enjoy pleasant weather, that is neither too hot or not too cold. Most of the grassland found here. Okay, and now I am telling you about the Frigid Zone, the area that lies to the north of the Arctic Circle, 66.5 degree N, and the south of the Antarctic Circle, 66.5 degree south. Till the poles is the Frigid Zone in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere, Frigid Zone. This zone is also called the Tundra Region. The climate of this zone is very cold because the sun's rays are slanting and give very little heat. Here the summers are short and the winters are long. This zone is famous for its midnight sun. You know, in this region, both sea and land mammals such as polar bears, penguins, seals, whales, walruses and Arctic fox are found in this zone. Okay, so these are the zones. Actually 3 zones, but we can see here the 5 zones, as there are North Temperate Zone and North Frigid Region and South Temperate Zone and South Frigid region or zone. Okay, so this was the chapter, and we finished the chapter. You all notice this picture carefully and try to understand all these zones and try to remember. So this much for today's class, and till our next class. Bye.